Now for another of my favorite ways to get polyphenols into the diet on a regular basis is to make chokeberry chocolates. These are comprised of dark chocolate and chokeberry powder. Now dark chocolate itself is a source of polyphenols and increased brain-derived neurotrophic factor, just like chokeberry powder does. So you have two items. Both ingredients in dark chocolate chokeberries are good for you. Both increase polyphenols, both increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and while they might taste not the greatest independent, together taste pretty good. This is what it looks like. I use Reese's peanut butter or mini Reese's peanut butter molds, silicone molds, and I'll show you what it looks like. This right here is, this is what the chokeberry, this is what the finished product looks like. Kind of looks like a little Reese's peanut butter cup, okay? And this is what it looks like in the mold, okay? So this is fresh chocolate that I put in the mold here. And as you can see, it just goes right in. You throw it in the refrigerator. This is all still wet, that's why it's so sloshy. But I throw it in the refrigerator, it hardens right up, and it gives you something that is shaped like a little Reese's peanut butter cup, okay? And tastes pretty good. I don't think it tastes as good as a Reese's peanut butter cup, but nobody eats Reese's peanut butter cups because they're good for you. All right, so how do we do it? What is the recipe? Very simple. We have several types of chocolate here that you can use. They're all dark chocolate. There we go. Okay, whatever. You got your Godiva. All right, we have our Lindt, very good, and then Ghirardelli. All of these are good choices of dark chocolate, and it really depends on you as far as which one you like the best. So dark chocolate comes in all kinds of percentages, 70, 85%, 90%, and whatever you find you like the taste of, that's great. They're all dark chocolate. So what I'm going to do is I've got 6 or 7 slots open in my mold here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Well, today we're going to use the Godiva, okay? And so I'm going to take this Godiva chocolate and we're going to melt it. So I turn on my electric stove, put it on just a little bit above the lowest setting. You don't want to burn your chocolate. Burned chocolate flavor is not something that tastes terribly good, so you want it warm enough to melt but not hot enough to burn. And then I break my chocolate into smaller pieces so that it will melt a little faster. All right, and then we stir until our chocolate melts. Okay? Very easy, not a lot of work here. It's slow getting started, but as you get past the halfway point, it goes quick. Once it starts melting up on you, it goes fast. Now, once we get this nice and uniform so that it's all chocolate liquid, that's when we're going to add our chokeberry powder. And the chokeberry powder, I use a scooper. It's a little meatball scoop. And so not quite an ice cream scooper, a meatball scooper if you can find one of these babies. And I will add 10 to 12 scoops of chokeberry powder with a meatball scooper. So what that means is that when I get my Reese's peanut butter shaped chocolates out of there, each one of those babies is going to pack quite a bit of chokeberry powder. And the recommendation is that you have a half of one of those chocolates twice a day, or if you want to, you can have 1 chocolate twice a day. Calorie-wise, you're looking at a little less than 100 calories per chocolate. It tastes like it has more calories than it does. Now, it's a lot of fiber, and so a number of people have noticed that when they eat the Chokeberry dark chocolate, they do go to the bathroom a little. You know, they have it's fiber, so they might go to the bathroom a little more frequently. For people with constipation, they like that particular side effect. I don't know if everybody has that. I've heard that from a few people though. Okay, next, we use our scooper and we're going to go into my chokeberry powder. I keep it in this thing here, and I'm going to scoop them out with this guy. So I'm going to measure out, just go for 10 scoops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So now we get a good mixture going here. Okay. And what you want to do is break those big chunks of chokeberry powder into more a uniform paste, so that when you bite into it, you don't get like, you want to have an equal balance of chocolate and chokeberry. And if you can make it more uniform, you help prevent those big, gigantic, dry chunks of chokeberry. Be a lot smoother if you can get that into a uniform paste. This is really easy. I mean, this is probably, when it comes to the amount of time spent, I think this is less time than any of the others. Definitely it takes less time than your chokeberry juice. And overall, you know, if you're going to make chokeberry smoothies, that's something that you make every day. And if you add up the total amount of time to make 30 chokeberry smoothies, I think that chokeberry chocolates is probably the least time-consuming method of making chokeberry snacks. All right, so next, we simply scoop our chocolate mixture into the molds. Okay, so as you see, we have a few molds left here, and we're simply going to fill in these last 7 molds. So we just take and dump them in there. Very simple, very easy. Okay. I think in my last batch I had a higher ratio of chocolate to chokeberry, so this comes out darker. Yeah, this is definitely chunkier than my last batch here. But the bottom line, ultimately it comes out as a chocolate chokeberry treat. Alright, let me get to really clean the pan out. Got my old spatula, got my spatula going here. Spatula. Okay. And there's really, I just want to make sure that all of the holes are full, and I think for this mold, we've got good fill all around. And next, we're just going to toss it in the fridge. That's it, we're done. Yeah. So now, I got a complete mold here. Okay? And I'm just going to throw it in the refrigerator. And when I'm done, I will have solid chokeberry treats that look like this. You can hold it in your hand. You can eat them. You can cut them in half and eat half one every day or twice a day. And if you want to give yourself a break from drinking chokeberry juice every day or making chokeberry smoothies, this gives you a way to, mix it up a little bit so that you don't always have to drink the same juice or have the same smoothie every day. Short on time, these are a great quick way to get your chokeberries in a different fashion. And you get a different taste sensation than just plain chokeberry. Okay? You can also do this, in terms of getting variety, when you're making chokeberry smoothies, you can just add different fruit, and that will also give you some variety with regard to your polyphenol consumption for the day. Okay? So that's pretty easy, as you can see. What do you need to buy? Not a whole lot. Just the main expenditure here is a meatball scoop and a Reese's peanut butter mold. If you want to use a different kind of candy mold, you can, but that's what I select because I like that particular size. All right, thanks for watching.